Hi everyone, my name is Wade Oranger and we are here at Harrop Engineering, performance since 1955 at the home base in Preston, Victoria. And as you can see behind me, a whole myriad of fantastic motor cars and some really unique people who've created these cars, and we're going to find out all about their passion and why they drive them, why they've built them and why they continue to develop these products. Today we're going to head off on a leisurely drive to the Yarra Valley, have a bit of lunch, check things out there, and then tomorrow we're going to let loose at Winton Motor Raceway, and these guys and girl, they're going to tear it up. I can't wait to see how these cars perform in a racetrack situation. It is the Harrop Ultimate Streetcar Invitational. There's 15 very cool cars, some really cool people attached as well. Let's go and see what happens over the next couple of days.
As the teams prepare for the drive through the Yarra Valley, it's a good chance to look more closely at the engineering performance icon that created this awesome event. What Len and Elsa Harrop started 60 years ago has grown into a diversified manufacturing powerhouse. The Harrop influence swept quickly from weaving machines to speed machines and has never slowed down since. Today, with their impressive design, machining and distribution facility in Preston, Harrop continues to evolve and in many ways lead the way into the 21st century of aftermarket performance. And whilst that might look like the most impressive asset Harrop has from the outside, the folks who live and breathe the organisation will tell you it's the customers and enthusiasts like the ones you'll meet in this series that define its real value. First up, car and driver combination we'll meet is Ben Schutz, who's flown in from the other side of the country to take the reins of the Harrop BMW M3.
Do a bit of project managing, actually do a FIFO role, so fly in and out on an island called Barrow Island, northwest Australia. I've been fortunate enough, had some ties with Harrop for a little while, and fortunate enough to drive their Corvette, which is an awesome car. That was fantastic. They're 86 and now can't wait to jump into the BMW. It's seen some rough days and it's looking all nice and shiny again. So yeah, so it's a supercharged V8. It's a standard BMW V8 in there. It's got brakes on it, the ultimate brakes from Harrop. It's got MCS shocks in it, which are a new addition. So can't wait to try them out. And obviously the Forgeline wheels, that's looking pretty tough. So done some 12-hour stuff and state level racing as well in various cars, been very lucky. I think the car itself's got that much power, so it's all off the throttle. You can have a bit of a play with it if you wish. Corvette was awesome in its own right, and this is again very much more streetable. Anyone can come in with their cars. I mean, there's some pretty cool cars rocked up out the front here. You've got your 86 and just a 997 looking pretty wild, it's turned up. So it'd be really interesting just to punt this around and see how this compares to all those different cars. There's a 200SX out there, and there's some pretty wild looking machines. So to see how this stacks up and just to get out amongst those guys is really exciting.
The 08 E92 Beamer is Harrop's spec for sure, complete with Harrop TVS 1740 supercharger kit, Akrapovic slip-on exhaust, Harrop Ultimate brake kit, and a GT4 aero kit. The M3 makes 395 kilowatt and 500 newton meters of torque, and of course for style and performance, it's running 18-inch GS1R open lug wheels. Harrop has a worldwide footprint that continues to expand beyond just Australia, as is evidenced by the appearance of Forgeline Wheels main man Dave Schardt and wife Sherry, who've flown out from Ohio in the USA to take part in the Harrop Ultimate Streetcar Invitational. It's a show of confidence and support in a relationship between Harrop and Forgeline that grows daily.
Forgeline's been around for about 22 years. We developed the business there seemed to be a lack of custom-built race wheels available, motorsport wheels, custom offset, custom sizes, that type of stuff. BBS has been around obviously forever. but there wasn't much else. And we saw the popularity of motor racing, and then also track days. People looking for wheels for that type of stuff. There's like 6 different amateur racing divisions, and then you have what they call pro touring, and then they have performance street car. At any given track on any given day, you could go to a track and either race your car or drive your street car on a racetrack. You know, places like California, Miami Beach, where you have that car culture kind of drives that, and you're going from this, everybody used to build this show car and sit around and shine it all up and make it look pretty. Well, now people are kind of figuring out that, hey, I put all this go fast stuff here. This is a whole lot more fun to drive the car. So you're seeing this really quick transformation of people leaving the street rods and the custom cars that, that you put the mirrors underneath, and going to events like this, which seem to be a whole lot more fun using all that stuff that you built your car for. Back in 2009, we met at PRI. And me and Heath kind of hit it off. I think we both had motorsport-oriented businesses, and we didn't have a distributor in Australia, and I think we both saw an opportunity there. The dollar against the Australian dollar has hurt us a little bit lately, but I think I see the motorsport side of things growing over here just like they are in the US. It's great to see Porsches, GTRs, Holdens, which would be like a G8 or something over in the country, all race together. And it's great to see everybody enjoying their cars and doing what they were built for. I used to do quite a bit of racing. I was on the track all the time, and that was 10, 15 years ago. But as the business has grown, I've done less and less. Do some high performance driving here and a little instructing here and there, but still enjoy being behind the wheel. We had the car at the Time Attack Challenge a week or so ago, and Harrop helped progress the car, and excited to get back in it.
Schardt is taking the wheel on the right-hand side for a change of the 2013 Toyota 86, kitted out with Harrop TVS 1320 supercharger kit, E85 flex fuel, HKS headers and exhaust, Harrop diff cover, Harrop ultimate brake kit, and a top stage aero kit. Punching out 280 kilowatts of power with 415 newton meters of torque, suspension comes by the way of an MCS two-way dampers, hard race suspension arms, and white line sway bars. And of course, it's running 18-inch Forgeline GS1R open lug wheels. So the field stopped by the gorgeous Henrihan Vineyards in the Yarra Valley for a gourmet barbecue. While the cars lined up for some beauty shots amongst the vines. Out on the open highway, the dual lane road, as we got closer to Benalla, and you could just tell that everyone was starting to get excited. None more so perhaps than that man right there. The little autopia.com.au Simply Sports Cars prepped Lotus was going to be an exciting package. You could tell that Jeff just wanted to get out there and let rip. Lotus owner and enthusiast Jeff Morton comes into the weekend with high expectations, as well he should. With on-site support coming from Simply Sports Cars, Morton has everything he needs and more to impress.
Pretty much everything possible that can be done to a car, but still keeping it street legal. So there was a motorsport competition that was around called the Australian Tarmac Challenge. A lot of the cars that were more serious were four-wheel drive cars, but I didn't really like that kind of thing. I wanted to build up a rear-wheel drive car, something that was light and had good handling, but then just throw a whole heap of power and suspension and brakes at it and see where we would go. The things that have been done to it: fully built engine, it's got a Harrop TVS supercharger kit on it, it's got E85 flex fuel sensors, it's got 5 1000cc injectors, so it goes through a lot of fuel. I haven't upgraded the fuel tank. If I go to a track day, I need to take extra fuel or fill up halfway through because it doesn't last the whole day. It's got all, the big brakes and all the suspension work and all of that sort of stuff on it as well. I've got 2 girls. Unfortunately, the second one starts school next year, so won't be able to use this car anymore as a pickup and drop off. They both absolutely love it. She gets super excited when I come and pick her up or drop her off. There's probably only one other car that will compete with
with this for, you know, the outright win that I can see. I've never been to Winton before, so I'm really excited. One of the things that I enjoy doing the most is actually driving on a track for the first time and trying to, you know, get up to speed as quickly as possible. That was something that I was quite good at doing back when I did some Dutton rallies and stuff in the past when that event used to exist. So things like the Motorcana and the auto test, that should be something that I should be quite good at.
Simply Sports Car's enhancements include a Harrop TVS supercharger bolted to the built 1.8 litre engine with forged internals. Charged air cooler and Motec engine management maximise the performance and attain well over 400 horsepower in a chassis that weighs less than 1,000 kilos. The power to weight ratio in this car is as good as anything you'll find on the road or track. And the thing you've got to love the most about the Harrop Ultimate Street Car Invitational is the broad range of cars and their owners that come to the table with this event. For episode 2, we're going to meet a couple of really different people with a similar passion for some very, very high performance Holdens. One, the traditional Holden Maloo ute with some serious hop-ups and a very fast lady behind the wheel. And another that started off its life as a ute, but now look at this. Brendan shows us his pride and joy. That's all ahead on the Harrop Ultimate Street Car Invitational Episode 2.